Meet Phill, a man I've named from the hit game GTA 5. Interesting man that Phill is, right? Look at him. The green button down and darker shades. He looks as though he could fix my car with those wrenches and screwdrivers in his shirt pocket. I wonder when Phill started balding. Or maybe we just shouldn't assume. Maybe he likes his hair to be full of nothingness on top with scraggles of hairs scattered throughout the sides and the back. I kind of wish Phill would talk to me though. He's not very talkative type and he doesn't give me any answers. Maybe he would be nice, although I guess maybe he has an equal chance of being really grumpy.
Surprise. Get that coming out of my face!
Well, I'll never know because this is actually simply just a screenshot he found off of Google. And I don't believe he speaks anyways, even if I was to run into him in the game. However, Phill is important. Not to me, although I guess I'm doing a video on Phill, and not to you either, although I guess you are watching a video on Phill. Google, find me another NPC. Meet Phill 2. But let's not entertain ourselves with getting to know Phill 2. Phill 2 is not the type of man we want to entertain. Here's the thing though, Phill 2 is important. Although I don't want to know, Phill 2 probably has some friends and family and probably some enemies as well. And if he doesn't have any of that, well, actually that's probably the case. Phill 2 is an NPC. He has no life. Phill 2 is an NPC. It doesn't matter if he has friends or family or enemies or a toad at home. But I guess we don't know this. Maybe Phill 2 is a movie star, or maybe Phill 2 is a CEO of some big GTA 5 company, or maybe he's even king of GTA 5. We don't know. Phill 2 isn't looking good enough though to be king. I mean, come on. But we don't know the ones and zeros that make up literally everything about his entire life. For now, however, let's say goodbye to Phill 2, and we will see him later, I'm sure. Now, I want you to think of the person that you know the most. Who is it? Is it your mom or your dad, your brother or your sister, or maybe a special someone in your life? Who knows you the absolute most? People can actually answer this pretty quickly and confidently. But now think of the person that knows you the second most, or the third. How about the 67th most? Let's circle back to that person, however, that knows you the most, because you know the answer to that. All right, got it by now? Sweet. Now I want you to think of the person that knows them the most. Now, if that is you, then go ahead and think of the person that knows them the second most. Got it? Now think of the person that knows that person the most. What about the person that knows that person the most? Great. Now think of the person, you got it, that knows that person the most.
Oh, wow!
Have you lost track of these people by now? I bet you have, because I've lost track of where I am on the script. See, you already know this, but your life is mostly just all about you. No matter how selfless you try and be, it is all about you. You know yourself the most, and if you were to somehow say somebody else knows you the most, then there's somebody that knows them the most, and somebody that knows them the most, and you are now, by the time we get to the third or fourth down the line, you might just be a background character, or maybe not even a character at all. Maybe you are Phill. You are the main character to yourself, of course. You are Steve from Minecraft. Oh, is this not flattering to you? Okay, fine. You are Batman, because you're obviously that strong. And who is that person that is Alfred to you? Although they're not actually Alfred to themselves, they are Batman, and you are that glorified sidekick butler dog lady. You're glorified because they care about you, and you're valuable as a human, but nonetheless a side character. Hardly a main character, but still a character. But what about the people I don't know? What do they think of me? Am I Phill too to the thousands of people that I pass in traffic every day?
I need to cut across 8 lane. None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
If they saw me at my local Walmart, they might be able to infer that I have a small intestine by the amount of toilet paper that I just bought. Or maybe they think I found a really good deal on toilet paper. What was I saying? Right, I am Phill too. However, maybe actually I am Phill. You know, this guy. Maybe you actually know me in real life. There's plenty of you that watch this channel that I actually do know. And then, therefore, I'm not just a man on your screen, I'm a real person. Maybe I can't draw very well, and I guess that makes me someone. And this is actually where I've lied to you. When you clicked on the video, you expected to be Phill. After all, the video is named Your Life as Phill. But to me, well, first, I need to introduce you to a secret character I have not told you about. Meet Phill 3. Look at those, or what about I love the way he or she does this. See, obviously, I don't know you, and I've never seen you. If it wasn't for this video, I would also be Phill 3 to you. You would likely know nothing about me. Even if you had seen me on my friend's random TikTok 4 years ago, you still would not remember me today, surely. The Phill 2 that you saw of me on a video 4 years ago has likely moved on from literally a couple seconds later to being Phill 3, and at most a couple days later. And even if you still have the video saved on your camera roll, you probably have not gone back to visit such video in forever. And so therefore, yet again, I am Phill 3. Time erased me from your potential memory, and I became more of Phill 3 than I ever was of Phill 2. Well, this is actually interesting because now I have to introduce you to Phill 2.5. This is the type of person that is slightly moving throughout your memories throughout all stages of life. For example, Ernesto that I saw at the fair the other day. I hadn't seen him in 4 years, but I still saw him, and that brought him back from being Phill 3 to Phill 2, and he's slowly going back to being Phill 3. So, to my fellow Phils out there, first off, hello! I hope your ones and zeros are going as splendidly as they possibly can. The following is my version of my Phill dialogue. Oh, it's you. Did you need something? Or are you just passing through? Another traveler, huh? Right, well, good luck with whatever that is. Hey, I'm walking you! Hey, Phill, right? Did you know I purposely left out another Phill from this already lying video? Yeah, I did. His name is Phill 4. Phill 4. Phill 4! And the rest of the video is actually about him. The best way to explain Phill 4 is like this.